Hey everybody, so this is David and we're standing in the city of David. I was inspired by Joel's statement, let there be a trumpet sound in Mount Zion. So we're actually on Mount Zion looking southeast. This wall is from the Iron Age, and archaeologists think it would have supported David's or the royal palace here in Jerusalem. And so you can kind of envision here, we're in the royal part of ancient Jerusalem where Joel is saying, let there be a warning trumpet. The warning is, of course, for an incoming invasion. So I thought it was appropriate to do a video from here. Now we're studying Joel, and there's two questions I want to point out as we study Joel. The first is regarding the locust invasion that Joel describes. There's a few different ways of understanding that description. One is that Joel is describing an actual locust invasion. That's not totally unheard of. There have been locust invasions that have destroyed crops, so that is possible. But there are a few hints as you read through Joel that maybe it's actually describing an army, a human army. One tip just off the top of my head is locusts don't attack from the north, they attack from the east. And so when Joel says that the army's coming from the north, it's kind of a tip that maybe he's not describing a locust army, which locust infestations normally come from the east. Now, the other possibility is that it's describing the human army. Now that makes sense on a few different accounts. Just mentioning off the northern attack, Israel's or Judah's, Jerusalem specifically, their weakness is in the north. And so when they were attacked, it usually came from that side. So Joel could be describing, instead of a locust infestation, either the Assyrian threat in the 8th century or the ultimate Babylon destruction of Judah in 605 BC. So those are two possibilities, and both of those armies did attack from the north. So as we're looking to figure out what exactly Joel is describing, whether it's metaphorically a human army or a literal locust invasion, we want to keep those things in mind. The other question I want to deal with is the fulfillment of the promise of the day of the Lord. In Joel, he gives Jerusalem a warning about their behavior. They repent, and then the Lord promises that he will punish Judah's enemies at the day of the Lord. Now the question is the day of the Lord a specific day, or as Kisam suggests, maybe the day of the Lord is really being fulfilled throughout history? So it's not one specific day, but a promise that's fulfilled throughout a longer period of time. And so he'll suggest that eventually all of Judah's enemies, including Babylon and Syria and the Edomites and others, are eventually going to fade out of history. And so we're faced with two interesting questions about Joel. Who is this locust army? Is it a literal locust army or a human army? And the second is, how do we understand the day of the Lord? Is it an actual day of judgment, or is it a promise that's fulfilled throughout history? And so I wanted to pose those two questions while we're looking out at the city of David, or Mount Zion, and hopefully you enjoy the visual.